Hello, everyone. Today I am talking about the importance of sleep. How many of us have stayed up past our bedtime to the next morning, probably pulled an all-nighter, and regretted it the next day? Including me, don't worry, I am guilty. So I know that we have felt it the next day, and we've highly regretted it because sometimes you don't really want to be out. You want to be in your bed, sleeping, getting the rest. But sometimes society really pushes you to get there. So, three main points that I want to touch on today would be what the sleep does for the body, mental and emotional benefits, and the risk of not getting enough of it. So, touching on the topic of physical health, during sleep, our body repairs itself. Let's say you went to the gym that day and you were there for 4 hours, something crazy. Your body that night, when you get the correct amount of sleep, will repair everything that you did, helping you to not be in so much pain the next day, even though I know we're going to be sore, yes, but it still helps. Imagine if it didn't. It also boosts your immunity and balances your hormones, helping everything stay nice and balanced. Also, the CDC says that accurate sleep lowers the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. So all of these things, including, I know, are hard because sleep in today's day and age is just something that we just don't get enough of, at least in my personal opinion. So poor sleep really also slows down your metabolism. And I know with the food today, it's something that if we can just get a little bit more sleep, it would really help, because I know the food isn't great. It's this huge issue we have going on, and that's another topic for another day. So, touching on your mental and emotional health, we tend to fall into something that's called REM sleep. A lot of the times we do get into REM sleep. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but when you get the proper amount of sleep, that's where it really tends to repair your body. So it helps with your memory and it helps with learning. So essentially, we are trying to get this amount of sleep, X amount of sleep, to help with school. Wouldn't that be great? So when we are depriving ourselves of sleep, we tend to also get a little cranky. I don't know if you haven't noticed. I know that when I don't get the right amount of sleep, I get cranky. I don't really remember things. My brain is foggy. It really affects how our day-to-day life goes, because if we're not getting that amount of sleep, it's affecting our body, so it's affecting the way that we are absorbing things. Harvard also said that it is tied to anxiety, an increase of anxiety, depression, and stress. I know that I don't want any more anxiety, any more stress, or depression. Sometimes life gets in the way, and that's okay, but if we can try to just make it a priority, maybe cut down from 1 or 2 TV episodes, or not go to that party one night, it could just help you in the slightest way. So, in the long term, touching on the long-term topic, the risks are higher when it comes to Alzheimer's. I have it in my family. My grandmother passed from Alzheimer's, so I know that this is a big priority to me, and a lot of other people have gone through the same things. We also tend to make a lot more mistakes. So I know when I'm at work, or if I am simply just doing nails for fun, I tend to make a little bit more mistakes. My flow of the day is a little bit more rigid than of when I would have gotten my full 8 hours. And you're just simply slower in getting things done, slower in understanding things, slower in your overall day. Also, not getting the accurate amount of sleep increases the amount of car accidents. Little did I know. And during my research, I did see this, and it makes a lot of sense. Truck drivers are out there for hours and hours a day. These poor men and women are out there making money for their families and trying to get back to them as fast as possible. In that, you don't really get as much sleep as you really need because you just want to get back to your family. You want to get back to your routine, causing a lot more workplace injuries as well. Overall, we don't really want that happening. So in conclusion, the sleep aids the body, mind, and prevents long-term harm. If we can just get a little bit more, I know my perfect range would be 10 hours. I know, crazy, but it would be. That's just how I personally go about. Some people are great with 4 and they feel amazing, but minimum of 6 to 8 hours, I feel like everyone would greatly benefit from. Essentially, sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's not something that we really want to play around with. It really deteriorates yourself and your brain and your overall health. And there already are so many other factors trying to go against that in our health, that something so simple will really benefit us in the long run. So my advice tonight would be cutting down on a TV show, or not scrolling TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram as much as we want to. I know I get to sometimes scroll for hours and TikTok will say, stop, you've been scrolling for too long. That is a reality check. And at the end of the day, our health is everything. If we don't have our health, we have nothing. And we really just want to be able to enjoy life to its full capacity. So I hope today you have enjoyed my topic on the importance of sleep, and that maybe it persuaded you a little bit more on maybe cutting down on the little things. Thank you for listening.